Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Back with a spontaneous one. This is a beer by Banks, fairly new out, called Finer Things. And it's an East Coast double IPA at 8.8% actually. It's got Idaho 7 Citra. And it says something about it's got a stripped IPA where we spin the beer prior to dry hopping, then spin again to create a vibrant hop character with a super clean finish and flavour profile. So whether that's like a new technique, I'm not really familiar with. So I've got my Banks hashtag proper glassware with the skull wearing the snapback. Let's get into it. And I was meant to start this one a bit earlier, but I had some tradespeople turn up unexpected. So waiting for them to shut the hell up before I could get going again. The joys of renting. You never know when people are going to turn up. It's very frustrating. Looks quite nice in the glass. So yeah, the artwork on this one was pretty cool. It's got that like coastal, summery sort of theme. I love just that simple design. You know what it is, but simple but effective. And cheers to, who do we have? We got Bumpy giving me shit for being late. It was out of my control. Tater and Buddy. Good to see you. So in the glass, it pours like a bright yellow. One finger head. It's got that like light haze to it. It's not like full on. And it sort of looks like it's a low end medium body. Carbonation's pretty light as well. Let's go a whiff. Pineapple. Grapefruit. Maybe some lime. Maybe a touch mango. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but not over the top. Might be a touch of passion fruit as well. It's more like tropical, this one. Just like your standard sort of hazy base. It's bready, a little bit biscuity. Might even be a touch of pine on this one as well. Smells quite nice. I'm going in. Time to get my day started. It was quite annoying having those people turn up. Sam Darnold. I've all of a sudden gone from red to dark as well. So I believe Sam Darnold's got a bit of ginge going on. He's playing well. Soft and pillowy, medium mouthfeel. It's quite crushable. It doesn't drink like it's 8%. Feels more like I don't know, a 6 to 7. It's got a touch of tartness to it as well. But yeah, it's like it actually finishes like fairly dry. It's sweet up front, but then yeah, like a nice dry finish with like a little light touch of bitterness. This is a sort of hazy I like drinking. They're not too in your face with the juice. The only thing is I'm not a big Idaho 7 guy, and that's what the main hop is in this. So it's like, as far as the mouthfeel, the body, like, I really enjoy the actual flavour combo. Some of it's good, but Idaho 7's one of my least favourite hops, so I sort of can't get past the fact that that's in it and I'm getting some of those characteristics. Still going to score it fairly well, though. Cheers, Daniel. So, yeah, I'm still having bank card problems too, guys. It's very frustrating. I just went to order another beer haul, and I just can't for the life of me add this new card to my account. Just keeps saying, like, that it doesn't match or some shit. So looks like I'm going to be on the phone to the bank again. Great times. You're on the brown ale, Adam. Good shit. Yeah, I contemplated. I've got an Irish, like an Irish stout from Working Title. I contemplated having that because most of the beers in the fridge are IPAs. And I'm like, nah, I really want to drink this Banks beer as fresh as possible. I had, 3 Banks beers, and they're all, well, 2 of them are IPAs and one of them's a pale ale. And then, I've got like a heap of Mountain Culture IPAs, Fox Friday IPAs. It's just IPAs everywhere. I do need to get another bank. No, I'm only having all these problems because the bank that I'm with merged with another bank. And they fucked around with everyone's shit, and now everyone's having problems. It's very frustrating when you've got the money there. It's like it shouldn't be a problem, but no, I can't pay for shit because the bank's fucked me over. So yeah, I've just, like, when it comes to my shop pay, I've just linked it so I can just pay by PayPal for now, because normally it just comes straight off the card. So for some reason it just won't let me link my new card. It just keeps denying it. And then so it goes through PayPal, but I'm still concerned because I haven't actually went and done a physical shop with the new card since it didn't work that first time. So I'm thinking this afternoon I might go for a walk just to get some supplies, take the new card, but take some cash as well. I just hope it works. Like, at least if it works in person, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, enough about bank card talk. What's everyone drinking? What's everyone doing? How is your night? How's your day been? Yeah. Imagine that. An Aussie guy that lives in, like, rural Dairy, Victoria, and he's got a Bank of America account. I could just imagine the frustrations then trying to, like, see, like, when they wanted me to activate the new card, it was either I had to go on the phone and wait for fucking hours or visit my nearest branch. And my nearest branch was like 2 hours drive. So I'm like, well, I'm fucked either way. Your favourite hop is quite prominent in this beer, Adam. The almighty Idaho 7. I'm getting a lot of pineapple from it, and thankfully not too much of that tea. There's a little sort of touch of it on the finish, but ooh. Just send me all of your money and I will issue you a buddy card. You'd rush out and buy a new kayak or some hunting equipment. Get yourself a truckload of ice house. Yeah. Actually, beer and cheese is like in half an hour, isn't it? Yeah, so those dickheads turning up to my house unannounced has sort of thrown me off now. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sick. People are so rude, just fucking turning up unannounced. Like the real estate are the worst at it because like they send people around and then they don't let you know. Like that time when they sent the tradespeople around to do my heating and I was on night shift and they're banging on the door at fucking 8 a.m. and I just got to sleep. Fuck, I was angry. I was ready to kill someone that day. And then they rang me going, oh, we're just wondering if we can get the heating sorted. I'm like, I'm on fucking night shift. Ring me beforehand. Let me know what's going on. This is fucking ridiculous. They know what's going on, but they're just so fucking. I feel like a lot of those middle-aged women working in those roles, it's too much for them. They can't handle it. Air miles. Cool. Imagine that you fly over here in first class. Hey Sammy, I want you to come out and hang with me at the airport. You're sitting in some fucking fancy lounge with free beers and food. Come check this shit out. Yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like Maine would be such an awesome area. Just looks so nice. And yeah, obviously the beer scene's fucking amazing. The food would be good. Yep. Yeah, I've got so many IPAs. I've obviously got the two Advent boxes, which is mixed stuff. But as far as the stuff I've got just sitting there, I'd say 80% of it would be IPA. A couple of stouts, a couple of lagers. I think there's one fruit sour. Hmm. I was going to do a review last night, right? And the one area in the house that has sort of decent lighting where I'll take a photo if I need to of a beer late at night, the light blue. And it's like one of those shit lights that's up in the ceiling, like that are a pain in the ass to replace. And I didn't have any spare. So I'm like, great. I can't even do a review, like, because I can't take a photo of the beer to put up. So annoying. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to Bunnings. Bunnings is like sort of the Home Depot of Australia. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a trip there and buy a heap of these lights because they keep blowing the ones that are in the ceiling. It's so annoying. Just to change them, you have to get up on a ladder. Like you can't just. Most lights you can sort of stand up on I don't know, on a chair or whatever and change them, but these ones are up in the ceiling and you need two hands to like disconnect it. Very, very frustrating. Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder what the main locals think about some of the people. Like, you probably get some. Most people would be respectful and decent, but you probably get some dickheads turn up there and ruin it for people. Barrel aged amber ale. That's interesting. Remember a while back I had an oak aged pilsner. And it was really good. Yeah, that's the Scottish brewery, isn't it? Like Scottish trad. Cheers, Tanner. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Are you indulging in beer and cheese? Rhode Island. So yeah, mostly tropical fruit. Very soft, very easy to drink, quite refreshing. Nice, light, bready, biscuity base. But yeah, I just feel like it drinks more like 6 to 7. Like, it's surprising that it's 8%. The old Danger Ale. Some of these, some of these big double IPAs, you just don't expect them to be that high in ABV. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it'll be my first appearance on the show. I still don't know what beer I'm going. I've got the cheese there, but it's probably going to be an IPA because that seems to be all I have. Actually, I could wonder how the old dry Irish stout would go with some cheese. So yeah, these guys are obviously one of my favourite breweries. They don't pump out the limiteds quite as much as the other guys. These guys are probably more every fortnight or every 3 weeks. So most of the other big breweries, they're pumping out new beers every week. I do like the fact when they're not as like, I don't know. I feel like with Banks, you don't get as sick of them because they mix up the styles as well. It's not just the same old like IPA every time. Cheers, Luke. Good to see you, brother. How are you recovering after the big sesh? I see. It was pretty funny. Harry did his Mr. Foil day one, and Craig was there. Harry was sort of real silly, and Craig looked like he was like sort of tired and bothered. Every time Harry would say something stupid, Craig was sort of looking at him like, "What a dickhead." It's quite funny. Yes. So yeah, beer and cheese will be coming up very shortly. I'm gonna have a quick bite beforehand, I think. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna. I might have to go for a little afternoon stroll to the supermarket and take my cash as well as my card. And yes, I need to get some smasher beers while I'm out. Here we go. Yeah, I could imagine. Switchback. Oh yeah. Where are they from? Banks always mix up there. You look at Banks beers and they don't. Well, you know how most breweries have a distinctive look. Banks are one of those ones. They're always changed up. Like you have no idea what to expect. Like the font's different. Yeah. See, I'm not a fan of that font. I mean, things is easy to read, but finer. Like you look at that and you don't really know exactly what it says just at a quick glance. I just like simple, like bold font. But I do. I love all this beach stuff. Like just the way they've gone about it, sort of simple but effective. Just shapes and colours, and you know what it is. It's a barrel. Get in that barrel. Have the time of your life. So yeah, score for this one, I'd probably go a 4.3 out of 5. I feel like the mouth feels awesome. It's like medium body, like soft, pillowy. Um, yeah, just that standard sort of bready, biscuity base. I like the fact that it's slightly dry and you got some pine. It sort of reminds me of like your monkish style of IPA. Yeah, just it did have some good sort of tropical citrus flavors, but like in notes, aromas. But yeah, I just wasn't not a huge, as I've said, I'm not a huge Idaho 7 fan. Citra's always a winner, but yeah, I just felt like it was just lacking somewhere with the hop combination. But yeah, I mean it's solid, it's good, but just not. I've got another beer from them in the fridge. It's probably going to be a fair bit better. Vermont. Yes. Cheers, Josh. You're watching Sam Darnold do his press conference, talking about how they're never going to lose a game for the rest of the season. Dead to me. It can be good. It's just that hey, when you get that black tea, earthy note, it's like. taco, Josh. What's that about? I'm just waiting for the collapse like last year. Oh, there's a lot of teams that are looking fairly decent. It's just, is anyone going to beat the Kansas City Swifts? But yeah, I better wrap this up if I'm going to go do this beer and cheese and have a quick bite before I do it. So yeah, thanks for chiming in. Another one done and dusted. Plenty more to come this week. Yeah, as I said, 4.3 out of 5 for Finer Things. East Coast double IPA by Banks out of Seaford. We'll see us on the next. Whether I'm not sure what I'll be doing after beer and cheese, but we'll probably be around. There could be another review maybe tonight. See how we go. So, cheers all.